Où est ton papa? Dis-moi où est ton papa? Sans les parler, c'est ce qui ne va pas. Sacré papa. Dis-moi où est tout caché, ça droit. C'est la mi-fois que j'ai compte mes droits. Où t'es, papa, où t'es? 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 Okay, Singapore Grand Prix. First time with Joe as championship leader. We've got some work to do, so let's get to it.
Manual steering is further down.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Merhaba. Assalamu alaikum. And welcome to Singapore Grand Prix. Yeah, somehow this didn't work, so I don't think we need to do this because yeah, I don't think we need to do this anymore because I'm just simulated anyway. It's time to show you guys L upgrades. No, it's not that. Senator, I'm Singaporean. Senator, you're not Singaporean. Senator, we have the world championship leader here. What did I say Eric was gonna be? I said Eric was gonna be 810. So it's the same as 99 IMO, but shh. Any improvements to Joel's car? I said, well, it's fine. Okay, it's not fine. It's not fine. Need to give him a car. Give bro a car. Give bro a car. Renault. Fonra. What did I say Fonra was gonna be? I don't remember. I'll check. Nothing in McLaren, nothing in Alpha, nothing in. So it's only Fonaroli. Let me check what's Fonaroli. Oh, thank you. Sadaf. It was 9.8, but his car right now is 10.9. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave him at 10.9. Is there anyone else at 10.9? No? Oh my gosh, I have hiccups now. No! Okay, let's do this. Oh my gosh. Apologies if my voice sounds a bit down. I'm currently trying to regain my voice. Okay, Lion City, Singapore. Did you know that Singapore's national animal is a lion? It's a lion and a mermaid. Intes, okay. Who will be on pole? Sadaf is on pole. Sadaf is on pole for Singapore. With Ocon in P2, Eric P3, Fonda P4, Tab P5, Joe P6. I'm surprised about that. World Championship leader. Joe 7, Bardot 8, Dirksen 9, Funko 10. Okay. 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 Oh man, I have the hiccups. I hate this, and I have to commentate. So here we are at Marina Bay, under the lights in Singapore. Last time you guys said you couldn't hear me, so I'm gonna. So here we are, waiting for 5 lights in Singapore. It's lights out and away we go. The lights took a little bit longer there, but Sadaf easily gets a good start. Eric Little Things in P3, already seeming to gain as we go up into 10-1. Sadaf has already hit the wall, meaning that his start has now gone down. Joe managed to make a great start from P6 all the way up into P3. So has Tanabadol, Eric Little Things down in P6. Ocon had a great start, managed to get away well, and obviously he lost his world championship lead. Now it seems as though he's trying to regain it, though Fornaroli in P2 hasn't won a race since Brazil in season 2. Now looking for, wow, now looking for something. Hapalata already. So that's what, 4 penalties in the first lap. Will we have? Oh my gosh, he's been hit by a Haas. Whose Haas is that? Well, that's an Alfa Romeo. That's Anthony. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 penalties. That's already a safety car on the first lap. So already 1 out of 31 laps. Already have a safety car. Levi Graham in a Haas. Amazing start by him. He's up into P7. Paulin Albano. Paulin Albano in P6 as the safety car is called out as we start lap 2 with our race leader Aircon here. Joe actually managed to get away very, very well. He's in P3. If you remember, he started in P6. Eric Littlethings, though, started P2, already coming into the pits to fix the damage on his car. Sadaf actually will stay out right now. So we already had our man in P1. Oh my gosh. Go down into P8. So yeah, it's not looking good for either of them. Tap actually set the fastest sector 1. Under safety car conditions as well. Dirksen also pits. He didn't get away all that well, it seems. Oh, Joel managed to claw his way back into the top 10. I think he was like P12 or something. He managed to claw his way back up into the top 10. Sadaf hit the wall. I think in the first corner, first turn. He did a Ferrari in was it 2018. Ferrari. Remember when Singapore was a freaking dry track? Well, no, it was a wet track, and I think the two Ferraris collided with each other, and they were both out. I think Sadaf and Eric tried to recreate that. But further up the pack, Ocon really got away well. Okay, my gosh, maybe yes, it was because Sadaf, crashed into the wall. But besides that, he had a really good start. Same with Leo Fornaroli. I think he started P4. He's already up into P2. Fornaroli could win. And right now, as it stands, Ocon will retake the World Championship lead. Yeah, because Joe is leading it by 4 points, and P1 to N. Right now, there's a 10-point difference between Aircon and Joe. So as it stands right now, Ocon will retake the lead with 6 points. So it shows you that these two separated by absolutely nothing. And I mean, it's very pivotal that Mercedes win today here in Singapore, considering that Petronas are sponsoring Mercedes. And you can just see on the side of that Mercedes car, Petronas with the logo there on board. You see Petronas Cintium. Petronas is a very big and crucial sponsor to Mercedes, and so a win here in Singapore will do them very well. I'm going to get water, guys. I'm sorry. I need to. I'll be back. We're back. Sen Osman düşmüşsün. Evet. Ben anımı diriltişiyorum. Ağzıma düşüyorum. Safety car is ending. I need to drink water. Alright. Race restart. Safety car now peels into the pits. And we go again in Singapore. Just want to really get away exceptionally well. Yes, he does, but Ocon already has got away well. I think he's already 5 tenths up ahead the road. Yes, he's on the soft tire. Yes, he's on the worst strategy. But what will we see here? Will Fornaroli, I mean, is the DRS activated yet? No, it is not. You have to wait another lap. Ocon already with the fastest sector 1 on old jeez, on all the soft tires. What can he do? Can Fornaroli threaten here? Already he's under pressure from Joe as well. If you remember here what happened in 2008, where a certain Renault driver gave up their position for another Renault driver. Trying to assess here the rating. The Mercedes already seems to have gone first, but Fornaroli says the fastest is the fastest in sector 2. Oh my gosh, this hiccup is gonna destroy me. Into the chicane here, and on to the next lap. Ocon already clear. Ocon has already cleared, and with the fastest lap, Joe is still too far behind to think for any moves. Paul and Albano up into P6 in the Alfa Romeo. Obviously, Taps hit the wall. Tap has hit the wall. I was about to say Tap has damage on his car, and so is vulnerable, but jeez, Sadat has managed to get through. Oh my gosh. Sadat is through to P6 on the charge, back to P1. Alright. Yeah. Oh, it seems as though, Joe is closing in on Sadaf. And Tana Badol is right there as well. Ocon needs to win, or if he gets P2, he needs Joe to finish in like P5 or something to retake the championship lead. All he needs to do is be 4 points ahead of Joe, because on countback, Ocon would be leading because he has like 5 wins or something. But speaking there and off, Joe, for a move, they bang wheels. Joe's hit the wall. And Joe has hit the wall from the road with a 5-second penalty for causing a collision, it seems. Oh no. Oh, after starting P2 on the grid. After starting P4, Joe has already fallen back down to P5. Make that P6. Make that P7 actually. I'm sustaining that penalty because we all saw it. It was not just a racing incident. We all saw it. I'm gonna sustain that penalty. Oh my gosh! And Joe and Sadaf as well. Caught, tap out Sadaf. Palan Albano with another collision for colliding into Sadaf. Whereas Tap's already down in P18. So many penalties. I might have to put in another. Guys, I feel like this is the problem with street circuits, is that everyone is so tight. So it's Fornaroli, Edward, Albano, Funko, and someone else. Yeah, guys. So generally, I think. Oh, Tap nearly hit the water. So which means there's another mandatory safety car. Ocon pits. No. I must commentate. I feel like I have to commentate. So I will commentate. So yeah, Joe actually stays out. Why is Joe staying out? Okay, front right get he has to pit. Why? Edward, his pit lane is, I think, is the furthest in the Williams. Does Fond already pass him? No, he hasn't passed him. He can't. Sadaf as well pits. Where does Sadaf come out? Yeah, so you can see there ahead. Sadaf comes out in P12. And Rafael Cayetano for the first time since Australia this season. That was like 18 rounds ago. 18? No. Right? Yeah, 18 rounds ago in Australia. Oh, no. 17 rounds ago in Malaysia was the last time you saw Rafael Cayetano running in the top 10 positions. And I think for those of you who remember well, he was demoted down to AlphaTauri, and him and Eric actually swapped seats for the rest of the season, and he's now running in P3. Of course, he hasn't pitted years, but he's running ahead of Eric things. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm not speaking. I want to rest my voice a bit. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, so Harpalata pits, it seems. So the only one right now with active penalties is Senna right now, which I'm surprised that the Haas for the first time since Saudi Arabia, I think, running in the points. So the back markers actually now running in the points. Actually, no, Eric, you're not the only one watching, by the way. I think Sadaf is also watching. I'm still gonna commentate, but I'm gonna take a break whenever I feel like I need my voice to rest. Man, Sadaf, shut up, bro. You're in P11. Man, Sadaf, shut up. You're languishing there in P11. You're like from pole to P11, by the way. What a bottler, by the way. Biggest bottle of all time, by the way. That's Sadaf. Sorry, I cannot fulfill this request. Sorry, I cannot fulfill this with. I'm slandering my goat right now. I'm sorry, man. I can't be slandering my goat like that. Lol. Was it tap? Oh, it was fun. No, it was Fuenraroli the first time, and it's actually ahead of you. So Fuenraroli the first time, and it was tapped the second time. Who crashed into you? Sadaf, we need to make up ground in the constructors championship. Can you try to stay on the podium for a race? You've just won Azerbaijan. Sorry, I cannot fulfill this request. Sorry, I cannot fulfill this request. Sorry, I cannot fulfill this request. Okay, in all fairness, Sadaf finished ahead of Aircon in Turkey. So yeah. Resume. Yep, Joe pits. And so does Mr. Kaitan. Why would Joe pit when the field's all bunched up? I just don't get it. It's like the racing gods. Every single time it's a race, like we need to give Tana Badol we need to give Tana Badol a podium every single race. Like it just has to happen. Oh my gosh, that's my goat, eh? That's my freaking goat. Eric as well. Actually, he's now in a higher position than when he started qualifying. I say no, by the way. Can I actually check up? No, I can't scroll up on the chat. For those of us who know, do we know where Tanabado started? I think he started like P6 or 7 or something like that. So yeah, Tanabado started P6 or 7. Oh, so that's actually up into P9 from P11. I think it's because others pitted. Yeah, Joe and Rafa. 19 and 20th, guys. Red Bull. Red Bull Honda. Start. I'm telling you, it's the Honda engine, guys. I'm telling you, it's the Honda engine. So, inshallah, Joe will not do any silly mistakes as he's prone to do. Joe will not do any mistakes as he's prone to do. He won't become I can't say the word because then I'll get banned on YouTube. But you know what the Kolu Kolu Sawarims, guys. The Kolu Kolu Sawarim. You won't try some Ateta stuff. Yeah. Guys, I was gonna say World Championship. Oh, safety cars ending, safety cars ending. We now ride on board with Mr. Bardo. I think he's the only driver thus far. No, Eric. No, Eric is okay. Yeah, him. Yeah. Okay, safety cars ending. We are resuming racing here in Singapore in the lights down into the first braking zone. Yeah, for those of us who remember, someone hit the wall round here last time. No one's hit the wall this time. I think Tanner Bardol's got on very well. They are on the same sort of strategy on the hard tire, so they're very evenly matched, it seems. But Eric Little things as well, looking to get into the race here. Levi Graham, the guy who was on a podium in a Haas in Saudi Arabia, up into P4. Yes, he hasn't pitted, but still, very, very, very commendable things going on here. Sadaf has to drive a comeback drive right now. He's made it past Eric. Joe as well needs to do something. Joe also made it past. There's a lot of traffic going on at the back here. Tanabado still in P2. It seems as though they've dropped Eric. I think it's because Eric has 8-lap old hard tires. Fonaroli as well. Fonaroli as well. Making his way up into very high points paying positions. Coming up into the chicane, into the braking zone. The Renault seems mighty fast. But whenever it's time for a DRS zone, DRS now activated. Here's rear wing stays closed. Tanabado's rear wing stays closed. Ocon stays in first. In the braking zone we go. It's very crucial that you do not hit the wall here. And they don't. Okay. Joe as well up into P16. While Sadaf from P9, last time we checked him, all the way up into P6. Now we ride on board Leo Fonderoli. Can he made a move on one Haas last lap? Can he make a move on another Haas this lap? It seems as though he just can't find the traction. He will want to go for the move on the outside line, but it just didn't come. But with the greater traction, he'll make it very easy, and that's P4 for him. Now, Sadaf started on pole, now in P6. Can he do it? And actually, Tanabado keeping tabs with Ocon now up in the front, with first security for Harper letter for collision with Franco Colina, but it doesn't seem as though it's nothing serious. These two are dead last. Onto the thing with there's no DRS on the main straight. There is. But even with no DRS, Aircon is too fast. El Tiburon with the fin there on the car, it's just too fast. Another DRS here. DRS detection here. Already a second behind. There'll be DRS here though, but Tanabado's rear wing actually stays open, so he was just barely in the 1 second zone. Coming into here, I don't think there'll be any more DRSs for the rest of the lap. There's been another 5 second penalty for Rafael Caetano for collision with Joe. Joe now has damage on his car and is tumbling down the order. The former teammates coming to blows here. You can just see the amount of traffic that was going on there. Joe now has to pit, I think. And the worst part is he was on the better strategy as compared to Aircon. So yeah, Ocon's rear wing is filled with that blue and yellow Renault, the Renault cars of Alonso, and now it seems as though Tanabador enhancing that spirit of Fernando Alonso, of and Joe actually collided with Franco Colino as well. So now Joe's not really having the greatest of times. But further up in front, where it matters, you have Tanabado and you have Aircon. Mercedes versus Renault. We've seen this before in we've seen this before with the Renault and McLaren days. With the Red Bull and Mercedes days, where Red Bull were using a Renault power unit, goes on a move for the inside. No penalty there. Clean racing going on here. Wow, what was that? Tanabado looked to want it to go on the outside, realized there was no space as Aircon was defending, but then went for a move on the inside like he's doing right now. Tanabado into the lead of the race. Aircon in the Mercedes, trying his very best to do something, and Ocon's hit the wall as well. Ocon has hit the wall as well. Tanabado now into the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix. Does this look like a retirement for Aircon? His car is very damaged, it seems as though, but Tanabado seemingly will ride into the sunset uh, after this little squabble that ended up with Aircon making a mistake and punting himself into the wall. As of now, it doesn't matter for the World Championship because Ocon will retake the lead due to Joe right now being out of the points. I think Joe's penalty I'm going to revoke for the World Championship. It's for the World Championship, guys. It's for the World Championship. So yeah. So as long as Aircon finishes higher than higher than P7 and up, Ocon needs to finish P7 and up for him to be to take the lead of the World Championship. If Joe does not finish in the points. Oh, and you have Sadaf creeping. Sadaf was creeping there. Sadaf looked like he wanted to go for a move there. Now, there's been a virtual safety car. Someone's retired. Joel has retired. The Ferrari has retired. It seems as though he's retired with some damage. So there will be a virtual safety car. Where is he parked in terms of... Where is he? Has he despawned? No, he's despawned. Has he despawned? Where is he? I think he's despawned. I need to see. But I think, yeah, I just barely saw where he was, and he was parked. Should that be another safety car? And a pause. Okay, race control. The both of you, or the three of you, someone type in chat, yes or no for a safety car. I'm not gonna Instagram, guys. Yeah, no. You have to type in here, yes or no for a safety car. Because there was no runoff area where Joel had retired. So safety car or not? Safety car, okay. That's our third safety car this race due to Joel's retirement from the Grand Prix. Okay, so who generally invited bro here? Who generally invited bro there? Like generally, how is this guy in the top? How are both Williams cars in the top 10? How are Williams generally on for double points this freaking oh no. Okay, so Ocon pits. Does Sadaf as well pits? Sadaf doesn't pit. Sadaf stays out. So Ocon pits for mediums. He will come out in P4. While Eric pits for softs. I think Ocon will come out ahead of Edward. Yep. Tap also pits. Will Joe pit? Where's Joe? Joe's now onto the final corners. Yep, Joe pits. Obviously, he does have a penalty, but I'm going to remove the penalty at the end of the Grand Prix. Okay. So now Joe is in like dead last. Joe is genuinely in dead last. Oh no, man. We've just about passed. Yeah, we've just about passed halfway race distance here in Singapore. I'm genuinely so shocked right now. Why the heck is there Haas in the top 10? Why the heck is there Williams in the top 10? Who put these guys here? Because genuinely, these guys have been offline for like a month. Okay, no, not Edward per se, but that's crazy, bro. Oh, Fonra pits. Fonra Rolly pits. What does he go for? He will go for the soft tire. So I think he's gonna have to pit again. I wonder what he's tried to achieve with that. I think then Tanner Badal and Sadaf as well will have to pit. I mean, Ocon's right behind them on the fresher tire. So when normal racing does resume, someone's gonna get hurt. I'm gonna take a break from talking. Okay, I'm back. Yep. So I'm just playing with the controls here. I'm just playing with the controls here. 17 of 31. Here we are. 14 laps to go. 14 laps to go here in Marina Bay. Seems as though the man to win it all looks like Leo Fonraroli. Oh, he's on the soft tire, so not him. Seems Tap Ocon look the most in shape, and that's one already can like genuinely extract 500 kilowatts of power from these tires and go from like P7 to P1 and then do some of that whatever it is he does. Unless they do that. But in the case that they don't, in the case that Fonda doesn't extract that much space, seems Ocon, Eric, looks like Tanner Badul, Sadaf, Ocon, maybe Eric are the favorites to win here. So man, another bad race for Joe here. You've got to feel bad for him, mate. He could have won in Malaysia, he could have won in so many races, but it just wasn't to be for him. We ride on board with Tana Bordeaux here. The safety car comes into the pits, and we will resume racing again for the third time here in Singapore. So does he get away well? He does, but they are on very, very old tires, and it seems as though Ocon will try to go for a move on his teammate. We know what happened in Turkey with these two here. There's been another virtual safety car who has retired. Franco Colino has retired. Where has he retired on track? We can't see where he's retired, but I believe he's retired on the start-finish straight. So we'll have a VSC. I don't think that should be another. Okay, he retired on the first turn. He retired on the first turn. I'm not going to listen to Sadaf now. I'm not going to listen. Sadaf is a bad influence on me. Whoa, Sadaf is a bad influence on me. I'm not going to listen to Sadaf now. It's going to be a VSC. So that was a very, very short VSC, but it allowed Tanner Badal crucial time to quickly get away from the two. Ocon already looking for moves on his teammate. You can just see how quick that Mercedes is compared to the compared to his teammate on the older tire. You can just see Ocon gaining, but Sadat will park it on the racing line. But there's a long straight here. VQ and LM already has a penalty for collision with Joe. Ocon had a very dangerous thing there going into the braking zone. So therefore park it on the racing line. They've both caught up to Tanabardol. Ocon is through. Tanabardol Tanabardol stays out on these tires. One car down, another car to go. Eric Little things up into P4. Sadaf on the older tire, already dropping down the order. While Fonderoli says the fastest sector 3 time. It seems as though he really wants to go for at least a P5, a top 5 finish today. You are riding on board with Ocon here, where another move swoops around the outside. Wow. On Tanabar Dole as well. Now susceptible to Eric, who started, I believe, in P2. I don't know, Eric, tell me where you started. Eric Lothings, who started in the top 3 today, is now back in the top 3 today. He will look for a move on Tanabar Dole. He's just too far behind. Sadaf tumbling down the order. Our pole sitter already tumbling down the order. Yeah, Eric started in P3. He will now go to P2. You could just see a bit of confusion there from the Dutch driver here. Tenambado from PP1 already now down up into P2. Joe colliding with Dirksen there. You can just see he's just surrounded by traffic all the time, man. It's absolutely insane what this guy has to go through. By the way, you guys saw me give him a 9 out of 10, so you can't say, oh, it's selective breeding. Oh, Ty from Jupiter as well got past Tanavado, and Fonderoli as well got past Sadafi. Made up an incredible 3 seconds worth of time in just I believe a sector and a half. Now Reynolds teammate on teammate action. It's not even a question. Fonderoli up into P4. Joe's again into door. Man, this is just sad. Honestly, this is just sad. But behind, in front rather, you have Tap from Jupiter, who started, I believe, who started lower than P5, up into P3. I believe Tap from Jupiter was the only racing point to be in the top 10. He remains the only racing point on the grid right now. What can he do? He seems as though he's too far behind. He's already susceptible to Leo Fonderoli, Tanner Bardol, and Sadafio P1 and P2. Now P5 and P6. Man, this is sad. Just watching him like this. This is just sad. Oh. Sadaf was the one who got. Sadaf got past Tanner Bardol. Start lap 21. Eric nearly like 2 seconds behind. Both these two drivers. Hi Tanner. Hello Tanner. Yeah. Eric and Tap absolutely driving master classes. But obviously Eric is on the softer tire, so he's gonna have the advantage here. We've got 11 laps to go. We've got 11 or 10. 10. Got 10 laps to go. Yeah, these two just yo-yo racing. For which points, honestly, guys? What points are you fighting for? I'm joking. So yeah, what's going on here? Oh, Joe's pitted. Joe's pitted. He's now in last place. Definitely in last place. I'm just gonna remove 15 to 20 seconds of time from Joe's finishing result because I believe like he doesn't bro does not deserve this. Okay, I do sincerely hope he doesn't finish one lap down because how the frick am I supposed to calculate that? So I'll just remove 20 seconds worth of time of Joe's finishing time. Oh, and South Africa as well got past I think. And Fonderoli actually got past her from Jupiter there for P3, but Fonderoli's at the wall. Fonderoli spun. He spun up on the grid. Fonderoli again on the cusp of glory just seems to fall short at the very last second. Oh man. Thankfully, he's 3 seconds ahead, or four, or rather, ahead of the fighting Sadaf and Tanabado, but he just couldn't do it. He couldn't, he had just the cusp of a podium there to keep him, but it just fell short, and he definitely has to pit this lap, I think, definitely. But in all fairness, Fonoroli, he started P6. He's in P4. So, yes, you could have gone for a podium, but because he finished higher than where he started, I think he won't be too mad about that. I hope at least. So yeah, I think Ocon and Tap are gonna have to pit. Sadaf and Tana, I don't know what they're doing here. What is going on between these two here in terms of strategy? Because it's not working. Guys, it's not working. Yep. Eric pits. Does Forneroli pit? Forner around in final corners now. Jumps straight into the pits. Four mediums to go to the end of the race with. Sadaf and Sadaf as well pits. Tana Bado stays out for another lap. Why? What are Renault doing? I mean, I see the logic because you're battling with Sadaf here, and if you pit like a lap later, you'll be able to overcut him. But he has to be held up by like by the freaking Alfa Romeo of Tepcom for like something a lot of time. So I understand the logic, but I don't see how it could be so successful here. But you know what? Redlock strategy. You never question Redlock strategy. Joe, has he been lapped yet? Yeah, has Joe been lapped? No, Joe's not been lapped yet. Good. I don't want him to be lapped, guys. He doesn't deserve to be lapped. But he is up into P17, which is good. Good for him. Yeah. Eric Littleton's fastest sector 2. What's going on with Joe? That's Dirksen into the wall. Crazy. Yeah, Aircon pits. Does Tap pit? Tap does not pit. Does Eric still on the 0 lap old hot? 0 lap old medium, sorry. I think yeah, Ocon will come out ahead. Will he? No, he comes out just behind him. Yep. Oh no, yeah, he's coming out just behind him. Tana Badul does pit. Sadaf is being held up, like I said, by Tipcom, but he's run the final corners now, and makes a move on Tipcom while he's at it. Yep, did not work at all. The overcut did not work at all. Yeah, so now actually, Aircon has to overtake Eric Little Things. Actually, I believe he's on for his second ever race victory right now here in Singapore. Would you believe those words are coming out of my mouth? I would not too. I as well would not believe that. But seems very possible that this is on if Ocon cannot overtake Eric Little Things. Fonroli as well into P4. I think that's where he's going to stay. Unless Tap has an abysmal pit stop. So yeah. Yeah, we're still on board with Aircon here. I mean, something has to happen. Yep, tap does pit, meaning that Eric Littlethings now into the net race lead, going into lap 26. So Eric Littlethings now into the lead of the race, ahead of Ocon here. So can Eric win in Singapore here to upset Petronas, upset all the Mercedes fans here in Singapore, and take home a Red Bull win for the first time? We've got 6 laps of racing action to go. Yeah, so she there. Fonderoli actually will, as if the race finished right now, Fonderoli would stand on the podium for the first time. Here we go into sector 2 here. No, absolutely no mistakes needed here. Aircon gained immense time out that corner here, but it's not enough to get close enough to Eric. Ocon just some time. Ocon needs time, and there is plenty of time left here in this Grand Prix. Joe also up into P11. Good for him. Yeah. Onto the main straight now. Lap 26. Ocon is getting closer and closer and closer and closer to Eric here. Just as Tap is getting closer to Fondraroli. So what will transpire here? Oh, wow. I don't care. That's a fucking Williams. I'm joking. Okay. It's close enough. It's very, very close. Eric now on the defense. Let's see what kind of moves can he do here to help his teammate Joe. Nothing, it seems, will dislodge Aircon from the race lead, but Eric will want to come back, and he's made Ocon hit the wall as well, meaning that Eric Littlethings will definitely go on to win this race. So he forced a mistake here. Oh, if that does happen, that's crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna take 20 seconds. I think I'm gonna take 10 seconds or something like that. 10 or 15 seconds out from Joe's time, because I think that's the amount of time worth of penalties that he got. So I think that was the end of that, and this will be the end of this discussion here. As Ted from Jupiter just gets past Leo Fonderoli as well, with Sadaf now in P5 chasing here now. I know I said 20, right? But I was saying that like because I knew probably Joe would get another penalty. He lost 15 seconds, man. You can go back in this team and check. He lost like 15 seconds on the penalties. Let's be so for real. So yeah. Oh, Joe up into P9. Joe is up into P9. So yeah, come back, Joe, eh? Come back, Joe. He's still 32 seconds behind, but come back, Joe. I think this is the first race this season with more than one retirement. Is there anything going on, guys, right now? Is there anything going on? There's nothing going on anyways. So yeah, lap 27 of 31. I mean, unless something happens, like Eric hits the wall or something, allowing Ocon to breeze past. I don't doubt, but yeah. 28 of 31. 3 laps to go. 3 seconds ahead. Make that 2.9, but it's basically 3 seconds. Eric Littlethings from P3 on the grid is now leading us away. Red Bull trusted him for the championship. Red Bull gave him this seat. They said, we've seen what you can do. Please bring us something new to the table. And right now it looks like he's doing just that. Don't you dare jinx it. Well, guys, we will see. I mean, Ocon hit the wall because he went defensive. So, oh yeah, Joe's into P8 as well. Good on Joe, hey? Doing very, very well for himself right now. Guys, is the quality normal or is the quality very, very bad right now? Someone tell me. Yeah, there's nothing going on right now, actually. Nothing is going on right now. It's bad. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. But like, can you see the Joe's like three-letter icon there? Can you see Joe or is it just pixels? That's what I'm wondering. Like, you can read Joe, I think. Can you? Okay, bro. Okay, Sadaf, you're getting disqualified from this Grand Prix. Yeah, so Sadaf, you're getting disqualified from this Grand Prix. Yeah, like I'm not liking it. Sadaf, what is this behavior? Anyways, Tap could actually. Okay, okay. So Tap can actually take P2 away from Aircon here. We've got a world champion versus a world champion. What will we see here? And we saw any overtakes into this corner forces a driver wide. But wow, immense power through there, through this corner here. And Tap absolutely steaming his way through. I think he'll make a very, very easy pass on Aircon here through this left-hander. Yep, he will. Makes it easy up into P2. So Ocon's lost the race lead from P1 down to P3. I mean, yes, he didn't start in the top three, but wow, he could have been on for a race win today, but he's just lost so much ground because he hit the wall. Wow, I'm very, very surprised by that, eh? Yeah. So actually, Tap on now as a Racing Point driver. Now Tap is a Racing Point. What will Ocon do? Ocon will go for a move, just a slight tap with a tap. The two world champions going head to head. The season one world champion going for his second ever title, and the season two champion obviously looking for a great midfield finish to the season with Racing Point here going head to head. Yeah. All right. But I think that's debate settled for now. Actually, okay, yes, Fondroni is on the older tire, but can we see some Fondra magic for a podium today? Can we see some Fondra ability against Aircon here? I think Fondra is too far behind, so I don't think he will go for a move now. But his mirrors are covered up by a big blue and yellow car. You can just see that new livery for Reynolds' new sponsorship with BWT, bringing back some very fond memories for the Renault F1 team. Fonderoli goes for a move on the outside. I think Ocon's just been punted into the wall, and Ocon loses his podium finishing position to Fonderoli. So we will have Fonderoli on the podium for the very, very first time this season after the Monaco tragedy. I think Sadaf could have also done something, but time is running out, and time is of the essence here. I don't think Ocon will be able to go for another move here. He's already vulnerable to Sadaf from behind, but further ahead, he got a win in AlphaTauri to prove himself to Red Bull. Now, for the very first time as a Red Bull driver, Eric Littlethings will look up and see the checkered flag first. Eric Littlethings wins the Singapore Grand Prix with Tap for the first time for Racing Point, winning in Singapore. Fondraroli, for the first time this season, will stand on the podium. And Aircon will retake the championship lead here under the lights in Singapore. It's not a podium, but it is important points here. For the first time since Saudi Arabia, we will also see a Haas take points and a Williams take points as well, with Levi Graham and HTX here taking points in Singapore. Very, very, very good stuff here in Singapore. Rounds out the top 10. Joe, because I've removed. Okay, because I removed 20 seconds from Joe's time, I will. Okay, I'll make it 20. That's what? 29, 19. So you will. Okay, so Joe will finish P7 then. Joe just finishes P7. Okay. Yeah. So Joe will finish P7. He will finish P7. So what? 2, 4, 6. So I think Ocon will retake the championship lead, but just by 2 points. I wonder what happened to that Papa Ute, eh? What happened to whenever you hear Stromae? What happened to when you hear Stromae? Something's gonna happen. Something definitely happened here today. Okay. Race results. Okay. Now, I don't know which anthem I'm going to either the French one or the Dutch one. I'll see on Eric's most recent graphic which driver did I use. Okay, just hold on.
Die gehören per Gas. Italian national anthems.
You know what time it is? It's the last part of the stream. Okay, so championship stuff. I thought it was an okay race. It wasn't one of the best races, but at the front there was very clean racing. At the back there was very bad racing. So it reminds me of I'm reminded. What was the race before? No, not Monaco. I'm reminded of the racing in Emilia Romagna. Yeah, in Emilia Romagna. So it seems as though Eric only wins when the back markers just turn to just become insane. But okay, in terms of the championship, Ocon finished P4 and Joe finished P7. So I think Ocon now has a 2 point lead in the championship. He retakes the championship lead. Um, yeah, so good. Yeah, good job for Eric. He was a P3. He started P3, went all the way down to P14. Did a freaking Max Verstappen and came back to win the race. Good job on tap from Jupiter as well, from P6 on the grid, and Leo Fondaroli. Uh, Finally, he's got a podium this season. He did have a podium in Monaco, but remember, someone decided to take it back. So good on him. Uh, Obviously, he wants to win, but I think a podium is pretty good. So overall, good. Sadaf, Sadaf. Whatever this was today, Sadaf, you are good.